We are live, boys. Good to see all of you. 108 post-game show. This is day 3. No, round 3, day 1.
There you go.
Reverse that shit.
Reverse.
Herb Lawrence is up in the comments. Says, salute to the 108ers with a drink. So let's hit a drink right away, baby. Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Herb. Good performance today, my man. We'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah, excellent job, Herb. Appreciate you. And he also says, thanks for an enjoyable ride this tournament so far. It's been a very fun tournament. I'm going to kick it over to my Sox. I'm going to start reading some of the tournament results.
Well, thank you, buddy. We're going to start in the White Sox Dave region, which is actually Herb's region. Today we had Herb and Chirizi E going at it. And with 52.8% of the vote, your boy, Herb Lawrence, CHGO's very own, moves forward. And he is on to face his opponent. Today, the one man in the chat with us went against the girl who is no longer among us. She is in Baltimore. Celeste Spaghetti versus a beef loaf. Carb versus a high protein. Who would win? Well, it's no shock, but Celeste Spaghetti comes through with 51.2% of the vote. Loaf. Do we have a speech for the people?
Yeah, I mean, I was just beaten by the better opponent. Sometimes you just lose. You get your ass kicked. You fight as hard as you can. When I lost to Layla 2 years ago, I felt like I didn't leave it all out on the court. Today, I left it all on the court. I just got beat by a better participant. And you know what, MSS? I realized something. You got to take the market info you get from the people when they vote or don't vote on you. I'm lacking right now. They're just telling me I'm lacking by not winning that poll. So that's the bottom line. Congrats to Celeste. She kicked ass.
She did.
Kicked my ass.
Yes, and you know, and I think that I got a lot of I know how you are, and I was got to secure the endorsement from Brooks Boyer, who's not even really on Twitter that we know about, and so it really doesn't move the needle, you know. And a lot of people hate Brooks, but it's just fun to make Brooks cut promos when he's I'm like walking into like real media people, and I'm like, say, hey, Brooks, can you be my monkey for 5 minutes? And he's like, yes, I can. Absolutely. Let's do it. So I was like, hey, should I post these from the one-way account? You're like, no, don't do that. Put it on your account.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't want
to abuse the community. That
correct. The 108 account is running the tournament, so we don't want to have it giving endorsements for anyone. And it's the same way, like I told you this, MSS. I don't pull in any of our famous followers to like endorse me. That's not. I could have done that way back in 2020 when I was going against Summer George and we were in the semis and we had a really close matchup. And a couple people reached out to me who have big followings and said, "Beef, you want me to push it for you, and get you this win?" And I told them, no, I don't want that. I want organic results. And so that's the way we go about in this tournament.
And that's the way that the 108 is the people. Like we're just like you. We don't use our hard-earned friends, or they turn their backs on us like Chief did. Luke, any thoughts today about the White Sox Dave region?
I would say the battle between Celeste and Beef Loaf. Beef kept climbing an uphill battle, and it shows that you get a lot of early vote results, but no lead is ever safe. I mean, you saw that today in other regions also, which we'll talk about later, but that was the biggest thing, especially with that many votes coming in to that matchup. No lead is safe anywhere at any time. So stay on the gas. If you got content, don't just give up halfway through the day. Just keep going, push through it, and do everything you can't think of.
And Luke, that was my strategy too. I knew they were going to come out to a big lead on me because they had all their people ready to vote at the onset. And where I failed is when I kept pushing, I couldn't capitalize. I couldn't get a big lunge because all the people I was blasting it out to, they were saying I was lacking. That's basically like what I said earlier. Hey, you're not doing a good enough job. So you're pushing this out to us, but we're going to vote for the other side.
I love that we have one loser here from Ass who was saying he wants some money from us.
Okay.
And then another loser from Ass that's folks, if you don't win, you don't get paid. You don't get paid. I mean, that's what we tell ourselves that all the time.
Getting paid, getting laid, baby. That's
on Friday, we're going to have Herb Lawrence going against Celeste Spaghetti. That should be a bloodbath. That's
big matchup. Big matchup.
We're going to ass up CHGO. Let's see what happens. There's going to be a lot of ass content. It's going to be great. All right. We're moving into the Sunday Soak region. And today we had the champion, Brian Knights, going against Sox Bear Payton. And with 54.5% of the vote, Brian Knights moves on to face the champion in the championship round. Boys, any thoughts about this first matchup with Brian Knights and Peyton?
The hot tub made an appearance. It was back. That's once he did that, I was like, that's it. There's not going to be anything you can do after that. That electric hot tub content right out the gate, saying him versus Summer George, going for it, just electric right off the bat.
Yeah, I agree with Luke. Like once that made an appearance, I think it was over. Like Peyton would have needed a morning to night smoke fest in order to really stay in this thing because Brian Knights is such a powerhouse. And when you become the champ, you get that cachet, and you can get those votes without really pushing it too hard. So the champ moves on. The champ stayed a champ, basically.
He moves on, and the champ will go on to face the winner of West Loop Tom, the 14 seed or 3 seed. And Summer of George, the 2 seed, and with 65.6% of the vote, he's back, baby. Sog is back. Summer of George is back, and he is fired up, boys. The knife came out today. The sword came out today. He popped that Bud Light. And he went down on that thing like a whore in church. Loaf, what do you think? You had a good drink.
I was MSS.
Loaf,
I was pleased to see the sword back out because the Summer George from the 2020 tournament. You know, we often talk about how we propped up content during 2020 pandemic. Summer George is right there with us, man. He was the main entertainment in this tournament that year. Even though he didn't win, White Sox Dave ended up beating him. He was the guy who raised the level of it, and he changed the way the tournament content goes. So, man, I was happy to see the sword back. I'm happy to see him re-engaged. I'm looking forward to Friday.
It's going to be great. It's electric. Yeah, as you said, at 8 o'clock, we're going to go live on that and on Friday. So that's a big matchup. Luke, could I just jump in all over you? And I apologize, buddy.
I'm fucking calling that sword a knife from here on out.
I know. I fucked up. Whatever. Okay, Jesus Christ, man.
It's a knife.
Big long knife.
I have no other thoughts on that matchup.
We love you, MSS. How dare you?
Golly, man. It's a rough times. Hey, Loaf, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
You pay some bills, my friend?
I would fucking love to.
When looking to buy a home, choosing the right realtor can be a struggle. You need someone with experience, knowledge of the area, and most of all, a strong desire to get the right fit for every customer. As the founder of the RG Group at Dreamtown, Riz brings to the table a wealth of real estate experience coupled with a great knowledge of the Chicagoland area. Riz's business runs the gamut from single-unit investors to high-end luxury buyers and sellers. Still, he holds a special affinity for first-time buyers. Riz loves walking a first-time buyer through every step of the often complex process of becoming a homeowner. Seeing the smile on a new homeowner's face after closing is truly a rewarding end to a long journey. Riz maintains a very loyal client base, and over the last several years, over 95% of his business has come from prior clients and their referrals. He truly appreciates the faith his clients put in him and treats all referrals with the utmost level of service. So if you're looking to buy or sell, please consider Riz Galani with RG Group at Dreamtown and his team of professionals. As a former client, Riz walked us through our first time buying experience and was very patient. With over 18 years experience, he has the contacts to get you the best rates and inspectors you can trust. Riz Galani with the RG Group at Dreamtown. Check out his team at rggroupchicago.com or give him a call at 773-456-6168. Start your home buying journey today with a trusted realtor.
Man, I tell you what, Steve-O can suck it. Okay. I don't like that. And then he was making fun. Like, bro, you will go out here and grind the streets and get some advertisers. Let's see how you do, bro.
MSS, I was going to ask, you ever heard Steve-O do an ad read?
No.
Me either. There's a reason why. Now this is absolutely true. Hang on, let me pull this up. Mrs. Beef said the lights just flickered twice in here. I think StreamYard is willing to take down the entire neighborhood grid, so we got to be careful with this, you know.
And I'm just kidding, Steve-O. I'm sure Blue
we love you,
is
Steve.
very
How dare
happy
you?
With their advertising dollar revenue going to you.
Let's get a drink in before we move on.
Yeah, let's
Mailman
do that.
Jack says, a great day today. You guys rock. Cheers. Jack, thanks. I love you. And you have a one free pass for a shit in my basement bathroom. Just once, okay? Nice. We're not doing it again.
Nice. Man.
I'm looking forward to that. Hearing about that one.
Every time you guys talk about pooping in your basement, I'm like, I'm reminded of the time I had to make a quick detour to your house and pooped in your basement because it just hit me in the car going the way to the podcast. And then Mrs. Beefloaf going, why didn't my Sox Summer poop at his own house, not our house. And you were just like, listen,
I don't know.
It's a long story, but yeah, you just had to go. So I appreciate that I still have full on rights to poop in your basement. So cheers, Billy. We got another cheers, Billy from Senior Sox.
Yeah, he says, Senior Sox says, I love you, Billy. We love Billy too. And you, Senor. Bless you guys.
Okay, so we're on the Whiskey Gotcha region. We had Billy Wires going against his buddy, his Silent Bob, Senior Sox. And with 51.3% of the vote, it was so close all day, so close, back and forth. They kept hitting each other into the ropes. One guy would bounce out playing a little rope-a-dope. Senior Sox wins with 51.3% of the vote.
Woo!
Luke,
Wow.
your thoughts?
Oh, it's going to me.
Luke, yeah, you. Luke, your thoughts.
I'm going to go back to my original statement.
Smoke weed every day.
No lead is safe. Senior Sox woke up or got off work or whatever he was doing before.
Rallied the kids.
And got the kids. The kids get out of school, and the next thing you
saw
know,
those friends at Polecats.
Getting a vasectomy, maybe.
Making the rounds, So once the kids get out of school and they get their phones back from them after they leave the building, that's when the polls started changing. And
is it true to the rumor that his sons were on the corner by the school punching people if they would not vote for their father on Twitter?
They might have been campaigning outside of the Countryside Hooters. Actually,
I think they might have.
That's the spot.
They might have. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
Loaf, thoughts about the big wire man going down?
Yeah, bro. Billy Wire's my man, 50 grand. However, Senor Sox, also my dude, I predicted this in the last show. I thought we were going to see the upset, and we did. Amazing that Senor Sox was able to hold on. For some reason, there's a certain sector of the White Sox Twitter population that likes Senor Sox a lot, and they came through today.
Nice.
Both very nice guys. I mean, that's why it was such a close battle the whole way.
Yeah.
Everybody loved both of those guys.
That's right. Never go over the edge, never cross the line, never once.
Never.
I was out in public today, so I didn't really check a lot of the content that was going on between those two because I just don't need people asking questions when I'm at an event like that. I want them to realize that the 108 guys aren't weird 24/7. We're weird a lot, but not 24/7.
Yeah.
So all right, let's go to the other side. Other side, the guy that's in the.
I've seen him tweeting about it. He says, "I don't stand a chance against Puerto Rican Phillip Rivers."
Phenomenal.
And speaking of Steve-O, he went up today against Wet Bandit. Had some really good content, some good videos. I liked one video in particular, saying you don't know who this is, but you know who I am, and the song choice was impeccable. Is that okay? And with 53.1%, he snuck it out. Steve-O moves on to face Senior Sox this Friday.
Yes, sir, baby.
This Friday.
Loaf.
Absolutely. You know what? I predicted Steve-O upset as well. I thought this was going to be an upset from both sides. But I'll tell you something about Steve-O. He makes content all year long, right? He's one of the most memeable dudes out there, and he takes it good. Like when Passon came on our show and he said, Beef, you roll with that shit, and you take it fine. That's how Steve-O is. You can bust Steve-O's balls, and he takes it well. And so I'm happy to see him move on here because that's the type of guy you need to kind of get to the end of the tournament here. You want those guys that are affable, likable, but you can also mess with them, and that gets the most engagement.
Yes. Anything to add, Luke?
That is a bigger win than people realize because Wet Bandit has really gone on deep runs in this tourney in previous years. Like he won his region last year, and I don't know if he won the region the year before, but that's a big win. Like, good job, Steve-O. Like you're bringing it. Like I remember when we were at Countryside Hooters. And
everyone goes there.
Everybody goes there. It's a spot, and
it's like Dorsia. Everyone goes there.
Can we get an endorsement from the Countryside Hooters for Christ's sake, please?
He was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like if I make the tourney, I'll go all in, but I'm just not sure if I'm gonna make the tourney. And then like everybody's like, listen, shut the fuck up. You're gonna just bring your shit like you always do. He goes, all right, I'm ready. So he's showing out. So.
I give Steve-O a hard time, but he is 100% my favorite white rapper from Rockford, Illinois. So, I mean, he is the number one white rapper from Rockford, Illinois.
I love Steve-O. Steve-O came on and did the reveal show 2 years with us and absolutely killed. And every time we've had Steve-O do stuff with us, he kills. So he's good people. I'm a big Steve-O fan.
Now, before we move on to the fuck bracket or the 108 region, I want to let Mailman Jack know that the Colossal Potato Wedges were fucking dynamite.
Ooh.
And when I'm sitting in Sox Media, if you guys weren't paying attention to any of the content I put out, which by judging by the numbers, you were actually paying attention. There's been some insane numbers from these fucking posts. You guys love giveaways. I get shit for it, but everyone loves giveaways and food. So I'm putting that out there. And they're talking about the potato wedge, and the chef goes, it's a 3-day process to fucking make these potato wedges. And my eyes go big and my ears perk right the fuck up.
Luke, do you believe that? Because I when I am hearing that, I don't believe it.
For fucking potato wedges?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, right? What the hell?
Let me tell you this, though. I go over there. Josh Nelson already has one. And I'm like, he's eating it. And you remember he broke in front of me. I did in slow-mo. It's a sexy video. Just check it out. If you like my ASMR, you'll like his slow-mo video of shoving potato wedges in his mouth. But it was so good. They're just perfect. If you like potato wedges and you like a crispy potato wedge, whoa, fire, baby. They're good. You can only get them in the sweet stuff, so you better have to go to the sweet to get a potato wedge.
We're gonna need a guy. We're gonna need a sweet guy to bring those down. You know,
Free Gypsy Rose after today's conversation can bring us down some food anytime we want. So,
hello.
Yeah, so no, definitely, Jack. It is definitely worth it. Feel free if you're in a suite, get it up there. Or, maybe they'll bring it down. I was very, very good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's the time you've been waiting for. It's the fuck bracket, the 108 region. Today we had cousin on cousin going against each other. We had Baloney versus his cousin, Southside Bum. And with 51.9% of the vote, Baloney wins. He's moving on to the championship. Beef Loaf, your thoughts?
Oh, man, I was sex tape. But Baloney is held down. Number 1 seed going through. Love it.
Yeah. Luke.
Baloney almost fucked up and beat himself with all these promos pretending to be Johnny.
Oh, my God.
Because I was like, wait a minute. That's Johnny. I got to vote for Johnny. He's doing great content out here. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, that's Baloney. Shit. So, it was a really close battle, and he, pumped Johnny a lot. It was a good battle. So, good job by Baloney for helping get the votes up for Johnny the whole way. Nice work. And he still pulled off the win, so it was a win-win for him.
He did. And I'll say this. Baloney has great ideas. I mean, I'm a known Baloney has great ideas guy. He's
an idea man for sure.
He's got good everything, and he's got good content. He's good with everything. Now, his portrayal of his cousin was great. His portrayal of Johnny was awesome. I didn't know it was him until he pushed up his ample bosom, and then I was like, oh, it's Baloney.
Ample bosom.
That's what I thought. But now, no shame in your game today, Johnny. Getting as many votes as you got, that was awesome.
It's great.
A little bit short, but man, this is your first turn. First turning for all you guys, or all you bumps. And you're on you get it, and you damn it, just go blind there. You did a very good job. We're fucking moving on the other side of the bracket because this is what the people want to know.
Yes.
All right. The number 14 seed, Julie Fonseca, went against the number 15 seed, SPF, and with 65.1% of the vote, Julie Fonseca moves on to face her husband in the championship this Friday. They fucking, y'all. What do you guys think?
Sex tape.
Yeah, Luke, sex tape time. What do you think, buddy?
Gonna be a nice little
Smoke
triple X
weed every day.
Gonna be a good triple X matchup between husband and wife, and not the sports bums because Baloney's no longer part of them. So
I know he's a free agent.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Alleged free agent. So, Loaf, what do you think? We got it. We worked for it, and it ends up they have to get the step in and making a sex tape. What do you
Absolutely,
think?
Yeah, they made it there, and it's surprising. Luke and I put Julie in kind of the end of the brackets. We were like, okay, we need another person in the 108. she's kind of she's fun and she lights up the scoreboard in the comments. Let's throw her in here and see how she does. And she's dominating, man. It's an impressive performance so far.
Unbelievable. Julie, you did awesome. The only cheers.
Thank you
Julie.
for the drink,
Thanks
Julie.
for the drink.
She said, "Can anyone start a GoFundMe for a lawyer retainer?" Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
You know what I'll do, Julie? I'll refund you the $11 that you spent on the cameo with me.
Good start.
That's the only bad idea you've had all tournament. Everything else has been going really good. Stick with it. You're doing great. Maybe you can beat your husband. Maybe you can't. Who cares? We just want to see some sex tape. So let's get that going. So yeah, that's it. That's the brackets. Loaf, can we pay a bill before we go and preview what's going to happen tomorrow?
Let's absolutely flip and do it, baby.
Do that.
For the 4th year in a row, Wings and Rings is sponsoring the 108 tourney. Never been? Well, what the fuck is wrong with you? They out here sponsoring the best goddamn tournament in March. The least you can do is head over to 3434 South Halstead and check them out. Pre-game, post-game, night out, or a night in, Wings and Rings is always the right call. From fresh pressed burgers to Korean shrimp, they have it all. With 12 sauces, 2 dry rubs, you can get your wings any way you want them. Traditional, boneless, tender, and cauliflower. They have choices for everyone. So swing by, call, or order online. Wings and Rings is there for you. 773-579-9464 or online at bwr2go.com.
Baby, go hit them up. They have good potato wedges too, but they allegedly do not take 3 days to make. So just so
Bro, let me tell you something they have on the menu that's low key excellent.
What's
they
fire?
have a Korean chicken sandwich. So you know they have the Korean shrimp, but they got the Korean on the chicken. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things.
It's their MVP ringers, right? It's the MVP ringer family. They have a Nashville hot. They have whatever sauce you want it with. They have the Korean, and then they have one more. I think it's a ghost pepper or something. It's like a ghost pepper habanero or something. It's some insane shit. I love those ringer sandwiches. That was the cheat meal for me during the 108 weight loss the first year. My cheat meal was the MVP ringer plus a side of the onion rings and a side of ranch. So that was my Thursday weigh-in meal. So I'd weigh in, then go eat that meal. Luke, what's your favorite thing at the menu over there at Wings and Rings?
It's got to be the chicken ringer, but don't sleep on the ranchero tots.
Hello.
Those are fucking phenomenal. Not enough people eat those.
Luke, remind me, do you eat the ranchero tots with or without a fork?
With my fucking hands.
All right.
How else? Like what? Fork and knife?
All right, you got to eat it with your hands. Take it from the man, Luke. Don't eat your ranchero tots with a fucking fork. Oi, my
there he is.
B-Web. Hey, buddy.
Thank you, B-Web. Soul Glow Sox fan says, congratulations to today's winners. Cheers. Cheers, B-Web.
Don't even have ice in the bourbon tonight, my friend. And I'm getting all sorts of flavor I usually don't get because I've watered it down. All right. So we're moving on. Tomorrow we got the Here's the Thing region. It's popping off tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're going to have Allie White Sox going against Little Tina. We're going to have Aaron Fitzmagic going against Buzz on Tap. Guys, I know we just talked about this last night, but any thoughts going into this, or is that it?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Luke. You're about to say what I'm going to say, too. Go ahead, man.
That's going to be a showstopper. Like, I cannot fucking wait. That's going to be really good.
Yeah. Which one? The Allie or
Allie versus
Tina.
Oh, yeah. Be phenomenal.
Tina's really come on with the content. Allie's a long-standing, powerful brand in Sox Twitter. So it's going to be an interesting clash right there. We've seen a lot of these where, like, you got the newcomers coming up, people who've been veterans of the tournament, and the battles have been pretty fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that one, too.
They still call the veterans old heads, Luke. Do the kids that you teach call them old heads? You're like, oh, look at them old heads. It's like, because Allie's like an old head. She's been around for a while.
No, they don't know what old head it is. They got some other terms now that none of us old heads know what it fucking means.
All right.
Right.
All right. And listen, Tina, no loser talk. She's like, kick my ass, Allie. Fuck you.
No,
get in there and you
win. You try to win.
Do what you're supposed to do.
Tina's got the ass on her side. I mean, they've been really coming out and showing up in this tourney a lot. Like, there's a big ass contingency.
There is. And if there's one thing the 108 loves, it's big ass.
Big asses.
We love big ass. All right, moving on to that classic view region. We're going to have the number 1 seed, Dougie Freshness, go against the number 5 seed, Taco Gladiator. And on the other side, we got Mitch Kaminsky going against Shigerian
Prince.
Siberian Prince. Boys, what you looking forward to besides seeing Mitch whip out some sweet-ass video content?
MSS, I got to be honest with you. Taco Gladiator has been low-key dominant in this tournament so far. He's won both his matchups extremely easily. He's got the region behind him. I don't know. Dougie might be in for a match tomorrow. Like, Dougie was trailing Polish with extra onions, and it was a tight matchup, and Polish doesn't have a big following. And Taco Gladiator seems to be dominating. I'm interested to see that one. That one's going to be exciting tomorrow for me. Luke, how about you?
Yeah, I'm excited for the same matchup. Taco Gladiator's videos with the dry humor of just him talking there, holding his dog, have me fucking dying the whole time. Like, he called the Chicago sports bums the Bums Cartel today. And he's just like saying it like all calm. He's like, yeah, I don't know what that Bums Cartel is all about over there, but they're beating each other up. And it's just like God damn, keep bringing those videos. And Doug is
bringing
bring
it, Jer.
Like that's gonna be a phenomenal matchup. For sure.
Cheers, Tina. Thank
Tina.
you for the drink. She says, let's fucking go, Allie. So
I'm also interested in seeing Mitch Kaminsky's videos because I really have not gotten enough chances to look and watch his stuff. And everybody's talking about how great it is. So I need to really pay attention to what he's doing. That's another focus that I'm going to look for tomorrow.
yeah, Mitch is a breath of fresh air in this because he's doing some different stuff than what some of the others are doing. And so I find it interesting. I mean, he's of course he's saddled with the other guys on Pinwheels and Ivy, but maybe he could become a star. Maybe you break through those guys and become a star. I'm just kidding. So I love you, baby. You know.
Oh no, they're probably live right now too, right?
I'm sure they are.
I think
Yeah,
they
I'm
got
sure they
the
got
obvious T-shirt guy.
They do. Yeah, that should be pretty cool. So get over there and check that out when we're done.
Right, low key little promotion there for you, Pinwheels and Ivy.
You got it, boys.
All right, let's moving on to the Little Friday region. We're gonna have our guy in the chat, or not in the chat, in the room right now. Bruhan Luke, the number 1 seed, going against the number 4 seed, Messi Carroll. Luke, tell me how you're gonna do it tomorrow. How you gonna do it, buddy?
So there's a couple things I will address right now without having any spoilers.
Okay.
I was called out today about just being a craft beer guy and not really giving any love to the light beer. Hello,
everyone should know that,
That's
right?
Hams,
one of my top 5
Big Hams
favorite beers.
guy.
I'm a big light beer guy. I just don't do a lot of reviews on the beer. So might see a little bit more of that. Also,
Ooh.
I got a little bit motivated these last few days. There's a lot of White Sox podcasts out there, but we don't have enough hashtags going in this 108 tourney. Like the Tits and Chaos thing is blowing up. We're going to have another hashtag that I'm going to start trying to pumping out there. Tits and Chaos motivated me to get another hashtag that will debut first thing tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Attaboy.
All right.
So
Hell yeah.
we're going to have a hashtag that I'm going to be working on and working with, and you'll see some stuff with that. I won't say anything else.
Okay.
That's right. Mum's the word, baby. You don't want to give it away yet.
You don't want to give away
Let
your
the people, you show the people little by little. You reveal it slowly.
Loaf, what do you think our guys got to do against Messi tomorrow? Missy.
You know what? I mean, he's got to hold the line on the OGs, and we haven't been able to do it in our matchups, MSS. Like, we haven't been able to hold the line on the long-time 108 followers and keeping them with us. They've been straying off, and he's got to do that. If he can't do that, he's in big trouble tomorrow. Like, that's the problem. Like, a lot of the newcomers, they're going with each other. Like, they know about each other because of us, but once they know about the other ones, they're like, oh, fuck these 108 guys. I'm voting for this other thing that I like. So that's what you got to work on, Luke. You got to get those guys in there. Like, end of the day, I was happy to see some of the OGs coming through, the Summer Georges and the Mailman Jacks supporting me, but that has been a rarity for us 108ers in this competition.
So far it has. Maybe Luke can make that change. Luke, good luck, buddy. I'll be pulling for you. I'll be stumping for you. Maybe I'll go back and make Brooks Boyer do another video for you. I don't know if it will work, but maybe I'll try. Cheers to Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
Cheers.
Bless you, Johnny.
Thanks,
Thank you for
bud.
the drink. Says thanks,
Hey,
guys.
I'll try to get Slump Buster to wake up, and maybe he'll help me out in the votes.
I shouldn't have dunked on him with that picture, but it's a great picture. I can't. He's just like totally zoned out. Just like had a rough day. I had to use it.
Man, we've all had those days.
Absolutely.
And on the other side of the bracket, we got Brian S. going against his friend, our friend, Local H lover, Roxy. Boys, Loaf, who you think's going down with the win on this one?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a fan of Brian S. But the problem here is that kind of got the same friend group, and then when you get the outsiders coming in, Roxy could run away with this one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just my prognostication. I think I've had a good feel for these later round matchups here, kind of predicting the closeness or not. This one could be a runaway, unfortunately for Brian. I just think Roxy's too much for him.
Is he going to be too much for the ass, or will the sadistic penguins come through and fuck the ass? What will happen? We don't know. Luke, any thoughts about this matchup?
It's going to be a content factory. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be glorious to watch.
I'm loving it.
Either one that wins is going to be a very well hard-earned win. I can tell you that.
I'm looking forward to it. Speaking of hard, let's go to the next bracket. The Wave Sucks region. We're going to have our guy, Gabe, Gabe's Beartown, the return, going against our other guy, Matt Crawford, which no doubt will be another content factory, right, Luke?
Maybe. I think Matt Crawford's going to do a lot of things and win this one significantly.
Okay.
That's my prediction. Not that Gabe's going to not try or anything. I just think it's Matt Crawford's time to shine.
It's Matt Crawford's time to shine. Loaf, do you agree with that? Or
Yeah, I pretty much agree with Luke. I think, Cinderella, the time's up. It's midnight for Gabe. So I think Matt Crawford's been real strong in this tournament, and I think he just continues to be strong and gets to the finals of this region.
Yep. Saw Smashley in a video today. That's going to definitely improve his chances when she's not yelling at him in the video. So
or when she is, that works too.
Both. Yeah, that's true. We can all relate to yelling, right? We all can relate to yelling. And on the other side, we got Zombie Jackie going against your Bo, your boo.
My boo, yeah.
Mrs. Beefloaf.
I mean, I'm going to be pushing hard for Mrs. Beef, but I don't know if it's going to help. I couldn't help myself today, so I'll give her my full support. But Jackie's a tough out in this tournament. I think she's a tough out. She makes good content year round, baseball content, and then she's been coming with it during the tournament. So it's going to be a tough one.
All the Paperboy lovers will come out for her. Everyone that likes to play Paperboy are on her side. Exactly. Luke, you think it's going to shake out this way? Is Jackie moving on, or is Miss Loaf going to give her a fight?
It's going to be a battle. It's going to come down to the wire again. We saw this round of the tournament today, how it was shaken out the entire way. I think we're going to have another back and forth the entire day. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great matchup.
Well, that's pretty much all. I'm sorry. Yeah, boo. I said Bo, and then I said boo. No, fuck me.
Don't worry about it, baby. You're good. You're good.
In a day. Listen, the kid took her medicine without a fucking fight today, so she's looking good. She's going back to school tomorrow because she's no longer contagious. And that's all I have tonight for this show. Boys, do you have any final thoughts? And if not, you can wrap this son bitch up, Loaf.
Let's just have a good, clean fight tomorrow, baby. Let's go. Final matchups of the semis.
Don't hurt feelings. Let's play fine.
Oh no, hurt feelings. Yeah, that's
no
fine.
hurt feelings.
Right. Hurt feelings. Yeah.
Okay.
All of those things.
All the hurt feelings. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Bye.
All right,
Love you
peace.
guys.
Later.
Bye. Adios.